Big Movie Mouth-Off, sponsored by PC Laptops. We're here at Broovy Cinema Pub today to review more movies. I'm Jeff Weiss from X96's Radio for Mail morning program.
And I'm Jimmy Martin with SLUG Magazine.
Our next movie is Legend of the Guardians, Owls of the Ga'Hoole, an animated film based on the popular children's books. Basically, think Lord of the Rings mythology with young owls who are on a quest to find the mystical guardians who have to restore the balance.
That's right.
Legend tells of a band of noble guardians, sworn to vanquish evil and to save our kingdom. But they remain lost in the mists of Ga'Hoole, hidden to all but those who believe.
When you think of a children's film, and who should lead this project, Zack Snyder's probably right there next to Rob Zombie.
Yes.
Because 300, Watchmen, which are fantastic films, are nowhere should
They're
be shown
both
near a
R-rated.
child. Yeah, they should never be shown near a child. But you know what? He comes in and he does it. This animation is stunning, to say the least. The problems that come with this film, though, are the writing.
Yes.
Because to me, like you said, it's the Lord of the Rings feel. Almost too much Lord of the Rings feel. Almost too much Star Wars. Too much Lion King.
Right.
It's almost like
Some
taking
Watership
dialogue.
Down in there, too.
Yeah, it's just, there's so much dialogue. I swear it's almost verbatim of the situations that are happening with these people. Or I say people, these owls. That there's a scene where one's flying through fire and his mentor does a voiceover, and I almost thought he was going to say use the Force, but he didn't. And so it just, and that kind of thing takes me out of it. The other thing is the action sequences. It's Snyder. You can tell it's Snyder all the way with these slow motion with burst of fast-paced action, but it shows the animation.
Yes.
That is incredible.
It's one of the few times that I've felt 3D actually added something to an animated film.
Yeah.
Because you really get some depth of field to the flying sequences. There came a real checkout moment in this film for me. And I think
exactly
you know what it is.
Oh, I know it.
It's once the young owls have found the Guardians, and there's a training montage sequence that just shrieks Hollywood studio interference with this film. It's the same training montage you've seen in every film, not just animated, every fantasy film, every action film. Oh, and by the way, there's sort of a contribution to the soundtrack at that moment, too. A song by Death Cab for Cutie.
Thanks, Death Cab.
It almost ruined the entire film for me.
It slams the brakes on the tone and the feel and the pacing.
Yes,
completely.
For a film that actually felt sort of menacing and adult.
Yeah.
Which I enjoyed because I don't get that from kids' films.
Exactly. I think Snyder had, up to that point, Snyder had made a film that kids could sit there and gawk at, but adults could also enjoy. And then all of a sudden, right when his montage kicks in, it just, what?
And it never regains that feel, I don't think.
And I don't want to blame Snyder. It's the producers that are like, we need a soundtrack. We need a hit single to play on, some kid's radio station. And, maybe he just got pushed aside. I don't know. But
I think he was, because some of the producers involved are the people responsible for Happy Feet, which...
Oh, then that explains it. Yeah,
which still how that film won an Oscar is beyond me.
Yeah, that blows me away. But, Snyder had a good film going on here. Hey, birthday boy.
What? No, sorry. Just listen. Seriously, they're good.
Snyder had a really good film here.
Right.
But I think, like we said, Hollywood interfered. Does it ruin it? Almost to the point. It is tipping over that cliff of just crashing it right into the ground. You know what? I'm going to give it 2 stars because Snyder, for what Snyder did, it's good. But
and I'll give it 2.5. And it's mostly for the animation and that first 45, 50 minutes of the film, which are really, really good and hint at something that could have been great if it hadn't been interfered with.
I want to see the director's cut.